Have you ever met someone who just seems to be able to keep people interested? If so, you've probably admired how easily they earn respect and admiration. Surprisingly, you may have some of the same traits that make someone so interesting. Charm others worked at it. In the world of Stoicism, the allure of magnetic personalities isn't just based on superficial charm or physical attractiveness. It comes from the way certain character traits fit with the Stoic philosophy's ideas of wisdom, courage, and simplicity. Fair play and moderation. Stoicism teaches that real attraction comes from within and is based on developing good traits that go beyond how someone looks. Today, let's talk about 11 important personality traits that give people magnetic allure. Perhaps you already have at least one or two of these qualities, just waiting to be discovered and developed. Whether you are aware of it or not, knowing and understanding the specific personality traits that make you so magnetic can help you grow and improve yourself. Regardless of whether or not conventional standards of physical beauty apply to you, you have the power to easily light up any space. Make connections and add warmth to contacts with others before we start. I'd really appreciate it if you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Stay until the end, because every point is important and might give you some new ideas. First, let's talk about sincerity. It's hard to connect with people or have an impact if you're only playing a part. This is a central idea in both Stoicism and understanding the allure of magnetic personalities. Stoicism says we should be true to ourselves and control how we respond to outside events. It's about being true to ourselves no matter what life throws at us. Think about people who have magnetic personalities. If they're interested, excited, or even annoyed, they're not putting on a show. They're actually feeling those emotions. This makes them very trustworthy and appealing. We can all sense their authenticity, which makes their presence very powerful. Being authentic doesn't just affect others. It sets a powerful example that encourages others to drop their masks and be more genuine in their interactions. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher who is remembered and admired not only for his power, but also for his dedication to living a good and honest life. He showed that even when someone was very powerful, they could still be honest and dependable in their actions and words. Magnetic personalities don't have any secret plans. They are honest and open, which truly inspires everyone around them. Their influence is highly valued because it is based on truth. They inspire us to be true to ourselves and to embrace our real emotions, just as Stoicism encourages us to face life with honesty and strength. So embracing authenticity isn't just about being honest with others. It's also about facing our realities without masks and handling our lives and emotions with Stoic grace. This is how we build trust, form real relationships, and ultimately live a more fulfilling life. Number 2, a sense of humor. When we talk about people who naturally attract others, one thing that makes them stand out is their sense of humor. Being able to use fun in a way that makes people feel good. As a Stoic, one of the most important things to remember is to focus on what we can control and to face life's challenges with virtue and composure. Charismatic people live by this philosophy through their sense of humor. They know that while laughter is a powerful way to connect with others, the way someone jokes can either strengthen or weaken those connections. That's why they avoid humor that makes fun of others' flaws or makes fun of themselves, because that kind of humor tends to push people away instead of bringing them closer together. Instead, they choose a style of humor that is inclusive and never at their expense. This fits perfectly with Stoic ideas that say people should respect themselves and others. Bringing up how important moral honor over cheap laughs, think about how a truly attractive person can walk into a room and make everyone laugh with just a few well-chosen words. It takes more than just being funny to have charisma. You need to know how to use humor to get past awkward situations, bring people together, and move fast. Forge connections. It's about creating moments of joy that bring people together instead of separating them. For example, think about a leader who uses humor to bring attention to a shared struggle without picking on anyone, or a friend who tells a funny story that ends with a lesson for everyone instead of a joke about someone else. These are memorable and captivating because they strengthen the group spirit and cohesion. So the next time you're in a conversation, a meeting, or even a casual get-together, pay attention to how humor is used. Notice how the most admired and respected people often use their sense of humor to strengthen their relationships with others instead of tearing them apart. Being able to laugh and make others laugh without crossing lines of respect is not only a social skill, but a profound life strategy that fits with Stoic wisdom. Isn't it interesting how ancient ideas still apply today? True in the way we connect with each other today. Have you ever met someone whose humor really drew you in? How did they make you feel? Please leave a comment below. Number 3. People with this magnetic, people with charisma, tend to be creative minds. Their ability to see things from different points of view is what makes them so interesting. This isn't just because they're different. They have a deep-seated ability to think in different ways that lets them look at every possible solution to a problem. This adaptability is highly praised in Stoic philosophy, which says that you should look at life's challenges from different points of view to gain a deeper understanding and remain unaffected by adversity. For example, a charismatic leader in a community project doesn't just push their own ideas. Instead, they actively seek out and encourage different ones from the group. This openness makes them more appealing. They pay attention, think about it, and change it. Their ability to understand new ideas and add them to plans or dreams without bias shows how creative they are. Stoics show us how important it is to be open to change, and how important it is to understand what others are saying. People who have a free imagination clearly live by this principle. People with a free mind also don't self-censor. They don't hold back because they're afraid of being judged or don't think their contributions are valuable. Instead, they share their ideas freely, creating an atmosphere where creativity is valued over judgment. This part of their personality not only makes them good teammates, but also inspiring leaders. They create a space where others feel safe to share their own ideas and contributions, which is essential for group success. Allowing your imagination to run wild can greatly enhance your magnetic qualities. It helps you handle life's challenges with ease and grace, like the Stoics who learned to keep their inner peace in the face of chaos outside. By adopting this mindset, you can improve your ability to connect with others and lead with inspiration. Let's work on developing this magnetic creative spirit within ourselves. It's not just about being charismatic. It's about making our interactions more interesting and embracing a fuller, more creative approach to life and all of its possibilities. Number 4. A good sense of hope. People with this trait aren't just always positive. They also have a balanced view of life that comes from following the principles of Stoicism. They know that life is a mix of good and bad events and accept both equally. Magnetic personality types are naturally optimistic, but their optimism is never misplaced or overdone. They are the ones who can always see the bright side of a bad situation without downplaying the real problems that come with it. This kind of optimism is real and thoughtful. It recognizes the problems, but chooses to focus on the good things that could happen. Marcus Aurelius was a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor who faced many problems during his reign. Despite the difficulties of his job and the times he lived in, his writings show a grounded optimism, a clear awareness of life's challenges, and a focus on personal virtue and inner strength. This is similar to the often mentioned trope of seeing the glass as half full. These magnetic people really show their own unique point of view. For them, it's not about how much is in the glass, but about how good it is. They are grateful for what they have, no matter how little, and often put more value on the lessons and experiences life gives them than on the things it gives them. In essence, people with magnetic traits and a stoic mind don't just carry themselves with an air of happiness. They also inspire and uplift those around them by showing them how to enjoy all of life's things. Their strength and thoughtful optimism inspire us to look beyond our circumstances and focus on the substance and quality of our lives. So the next time you face a challenge, see it as a chance to channel your inner stoic magnetism and face the situation with both the wisdom to see it clearly and the optimism to handle it gracefully. This balanced approach not only makes your own life better, but it also makes other people's lives better as well. Number 5. Empathy. Why do we like people who are empathetic? The truth is that people who are empathetic are great at connecting with others on a deeper level and really getting their emotional landscapes. This connection is more than just sympathy. It's about putting yourself in someone else's shoes, feeling their emotions, and living in their world as if it were your own. People with this level of deep empathy are very generous with their time and emotions, and they make great friends through both the good and bad times of life. Think of the friend who always knows when to listen, the one who can sit with you in silence or offer words of support and comfort without judging. If this friend sees that you're worried, they might say something like, "It looks like you're carrying a lot right now. Want to talk about it?" This kind of supportive interaction is magnetic because it makes it safe for real emotion exchange. Additionally, empathetic people are often great at giving advice that hits home on a personal level. They can tailor their advice to fit the needs of the person they're helping, which makes their insights especially valuable and appreciated in the context of Stoicism. Having empathy isn't just a matter of being emotionally smart. It's also a moral virtue that improves both personal honesty and society harmony. Stoics try to understand others without judging them or having emotional biases. This not only makes you a better person, but also makes the community more caring. If you want to increase your magnetic pull, work on your empathy by listening more, validating feelings, and giving lots of emotional support. These kind actions will not only make you more likable to the people around you, but they will also strengthen your relationships, making your interactions more meaningful and satisfying. Let's use empathy not just as a social skill, but as a stoic virtue that makes our lives and the lives of those around us better. Imagine a lie as a poison that can severely damage or even destroy the trust and bond in a relationship. People with a magnetic personality are very aware of how harmful lying is and avoid it like the plague. No matter how long or deep their relationships are, they always commit to being honest and open. For example, think of someone who radiates magnetism. This person would never tell lies to get what they want. They know that lies can hurt people deeply, so they always make sure that their goals, values, and beliefs are clear from the start. Being honest means that these magnetic people never hide how they really feel or what they think. If you ask them what's on their mind, you can expect an honest answer, even if it's not what you want to hear. However, this doesn't mean that they share every detail of their lives. They choose what to share carefully, finding a balance between openness and personal privacy. Also, the thing that makes these people so attractive isn't just that they don't lie, it's that they live an honest life. Their interactions are genuine and honest, which helps them connect with others more deeply. In the spirit of Stoicism, people are naturally drawn to those who are honest and open. These qualities build trust and respect. They also practice detachment from how others react to their honesty, because they know that they can only control their own actions and words, and not how others react to them. This Stoic view helps them stay steady and true to their principles, even when they have to deal with difficult people. If you want to develop a more magnetic personality, consider embracing the Stoic virtue of sincerity. It's not just about not lying, it's about being deeply true to yourself and others, building relationships based on trust and mutual respect. It's about being someone who others can count on to be consistent and reliable no matter what. Isn't that the kind of person we all want to be? Magnetic people care about the well-being of others, and their appeal comes mostly from how kind and thoughtful they are to those around them. They really want to make a difference in other people's lives, whether they are co-workers, friends, or family. This is what makes them stand out. Stoicism shows us the value of virtue and how important it is to live a life that is in line with wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Magnetic people embody these principles through their everyday interactions. They are not only concerned with their own well-being, but deeply invested in fostering a supportive and positive environment for everyone. This aligns closely with the Stoic belief in focusing on what one can control and making rational, ethical choices that benefit the greater good. For example, consider someone who, upon noticing a new team member feeling overwhelmed, takes the time to help them understand a complex project or offers to lighten their load by sharing some of the tasks, or think about a friend who, despite their own busy schedule, always finds time to listen to your problems and provide thoughtful advice in environments that may feel toxic or counterproductive. These individuals strive to be the catalyst for change. They don't simply tolerate negativity. Instead, they actively work to transform these environments into nurturing spaces. This could be through encouraging open communication, promoting teamwork, or simply by being a consistent source of kindness and respect. And of course, nobody is perfect. Even the most magnetic individuals can make mistakes or act out of step with their usual demeanor. However, what makes them especially admirable is their readiness to acknowledge their faults, apologies, and efforts to make amends are prompt and sincere, reflecting a Stoic acknowledgement of personal fallibility and a commitment to personal growth. So when you encounter or interact with someone who exudes these magnetic qualities, take a moment to appreciate how they are not just acting out of personal interest, but are deeply influenced by a philosophy that values the well-being of the community as a whole. Their actions inspire us to cultivate similar traits in ourselves, leading to a richer, more connected life. Isn't it fascinating how timeless wisdom and simple human kindness can weave together to create such magnetic personalities? Let's try to live by these values, which will make every contact more meaningful and helpful. Number 8. Inspires others. Magnetic individuals often serve as living embodiment of healthy attitudes and behaviors, influencing others not through loud declarations, but through their quiet, steadfast approach to life's ups and downs. Consider a colleague or mentor whose resilience and composure inspire you to face your own challenges with more courage and less distress. They don't just navigate their paths, they inspire you to better navigate yours. These remarkable people excel in offering encouragement, motivation, and support. They do this not by imposing their will, but by providing a kind of silent partnership picture, a teacher who instills confidence, not by constantly correcting you, but by giving you the space to learn and grow at your own pace. They believe deeply that everyone harbors inner goodness and potential for growth, and this belief is both uplifting and contagious. Their method of inspiring others is gentle and respectful, mirroring the Stoic belief in focusing on what can be controlled, our own thoughts and actions, and letting go of what cannot. This way of thinking doesn't offend. Instead, It enchants and invites others into a space of self-improvement and self-reflection. It encourages a person to look within and discover their own capacity for patience, perseverance, and virtue. When you interact with such people, you feel empowered to embrace your own potential for positivity and growth. Their unwavering belief in the betterment of every person is contagious, similar to the Stoic emphasis on personal virtue and ethical living. They set an example of a way of life that says that by developing our inner strengths and virtues, we not only live more fulfilling lives, but also become a lighthouse for others. These Stoic-like figures remind us that the volume of our voice isn't what affects others, it's the depth of our character. By developing traits like resilience, wisdom, and moral integrity, we can deeply and permanently inspire those around us. So the next time you meet someone who inspires you in this way, take a moment to appreciate their unique influence. They show us that by developing and demonstrating our virtues, we can not only make our own lives better, but also light the paths of others. That's a great kind of person to try to become. Number 9. Strong self-confidence. Imagine meeting someone with an aura that makes you want to be around them. These people have a deep sense of self-confidence that comes through in every interaction. But what makes them truly magnetic is that they have a strong belief in their own worth that doesn't change even when things go wrong. This confidence comes from within and is based on the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. Stoicism teaches that true strength comes from controlling one's own thoughts and feelings instead of looking for approval from others. Magnetic people fully embody this principle. They have unwavering confidence in themselves, built from a deep understanding of their own worth and a refusal to be swayed by the opinions of others. For example, think of the coworker who doesn't get upset when things go wrong. They see setbacks and failures as obstacles on the way to success. They welcome feedback with open arms, seeing it as a valuable tool for personal and professional growth. Instead of being afraid of rejection, they see it as a normal part of the journey, knowing that it is through hardship that true resilience is built. Magnetic people don't just tolerate criticism, they thrive on it. They know that feedback, whether it's good or negative, is a gift that can help them become better people. Instead of letting criticism get them down, they use it to fuel their growth. People with a magnetic personality are always trying to get better, but what really sets them apart is their ability to inspire others through their unwavering confidence and resilience. They are like moths drawn to a flame, attracting others to them like moths to a flame. Their magnetic presence leaves a lasting impression on everyone they meet. Having a magnetic personality isn't just about having good looks or impressive talents. It's about embodying the timeless principles of Stoicism, cultivating inner strength and resilience, and inspiring others to do the same. So the next time you meet someone with undeniable charm, remember that true magnetism comes from within. They are great at communicating because they know the right amount of tone and time to offer comfort to a friend in need, boost the morale of a coworker, or let their feelings out in public. It's not always because they love public speaking that they can get their points across clearly. In fact, many charismatic people might avoid the attention or even have problems like speech impediments. The interesting thing is that when these magnetic people face problems, they don't see them as setbacks. Instead, they use them to make themselves more approachable and relatable. For example, think of a leader who stutters but always manages to motivate their team, or a friend who has trouble finding the right words, but always makes you feel understood. These people show us that it's not about being perfect at speaking, it's about being genuine and thoughtful in our communication. What's really interesting is how this fits with the ideas of Stoicism, which teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we can't. A Stoic influence in someone's life tells them to see their communication problems not as flaws, but as chances to connect with others in a more genuine way. This way of thinking helps them stay calm and collected, which makes them even more magnetic. They may not always love public speaking, but magnetic people use their communication problems to their advantage, making their interactions more meaningful and genuine. This genuineness is what draws people to them. They aren't perfect, but the way they handle conversations with thought and purpose shows a stoic wisdom that strikes a chord with those around them. As you go about your own interactions, keep in mind that what makes you magnetic is not how perfect you are, but how well you can communicate your thoughts and feelings, no matter what obstacles you may face. This attitude not only makes people like you more, but it also makes you stronger. The path to personal mastery and strength. 11th, people with magnetic personalities often have what we call a growth mindset. This idea, which is central to Stoicism, is that people should see life as an endless opportunity for learning and personal evolution. They're not just interested in surface-level facts. They're deeply interested in the subtleties of human interactions, the complexities of societal structures, and the unfolding of current events. For example, someone who tries to learn about another person's cultural background and personal history isn't doing it out of curiosity. They're trying to understand and connect with that person on a meaningful level. Or someone who studies sociology or psychology. They're not just learning facts for the sake of knowledge. They're trying to understand how these forces affect human behavior and societal dynamics. Stoicism teaches that virtue and wisdom are central to a good life, and that knowing more about the world makes you better able to interact with it in a thoughtful and effective way. They use what they've learned in their interactions to make deeper connections and make positive contributions to their communities. They have conversations that are not only insightful, but also enriching, offering perspectives that challenge conventional thinking and encourage growth. By taking this approach to knowledge, people with magnetic personalities go beyond mere intellectualism and become agents of change, inspiring others with their insights and thoughtful discourse. Their ability to weave their knowledge into everyday interactions makes them especially influential and admired figures in their circles. Following this attractive trait of being well-informed and knowledgeable is more than just getting educated. It's also about using that education to live a more engaged, empathetic and stoic life. It's about making relationships that last and relationships that go beyond understanding. The superficial, ultimately, it makes their personalities not only magnetic, but also profoundly influential. In conclusion, the allure of magnetism isn't an elusive quality reserved for the fortunate. Rather, it's an attribute that can be nurtured and refined by anyone through the deliberate cultivation of certain virtues and characteristics. We naturally attract others to us. They are drawn to our presence, eagerly anticipating moments spent in our company because we emanate a sense of genuine value and ease. Let's embark on a journey to embrace the guiding principles of Stoicism in our daily lives, by acknowledging our inherent worth and embracing each obstacle as an opportunity for personal evolution. We unlock the potential to exude a captivating charm unique to ourselves. This path of self-discovery and growth is not only worthwhile, but also enriching, and I'm enthusiastic about navigating it alongside you together. Let's foster an environment where our inner resilience serves as our most potent magnet, attracting positivity and meaningful connections. It's important to remember that actions and words may fade from memory, but how we make other people feel lasts a lifetime. Which of these fascinating traits do you already have, and which ones do you want to work on? Share your thoughts with us below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any videos. Also, Feel free to leave a message below. We'd love to hear about your ideas and experiences. Your comments help us make our movies better. Also, don't forget to watch the other videos. Linked in the end screen, they were carefully chosen to help you learn more and get a better grasp on how people act. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey today. See you in the next movie.